All right, let's talk about the IPL 2026 season opener. Man, what a match. It was like watching two completely different games rolled into one. You have the champs, Chennai Super Kings, just falling apart. And then, on the other side, the Rajasthan Royals came out swinging. This one was all about a wild collapse and an even wilder fight back. So, let's dive right in.
The drama for this one started before the first ball was even bowled. Picture this, the defending champs, CSK, walking out onto the field. But something's missing. Or rather, someone is missing. No MS Dhoni. He's out with a calf strain. And look, his absence isn't just a name missing from the team sheet. It's a massive hole, right in the soul of the team. So the big question on everyone's mind was, what on earth is CSK going to do without their captain, their finisher, their legend?
And that brings us right to the first part of this story, that king-sized hole in the Chennai lineup. We're going to see just how big of an impact Dhoni's absence had right from the get-go. And yeah, the pressure was on immediately. Rajasthan wins the toss, and what do? They put Chennai into bat. Smart move, right? It was like they knew exactly where to press. No Dhoni to anchor the innings, no calm head in the death overs. CSK was on the back foot from the very first ball. Because look, what happened next? It wasn't just a shaky start. No. This was a complete and total implosion. The kind of collapse that doesn't just lose you a match, it can haunt you for the whole season. And right in the middle of all this chaos, you've got this incredible personal storyline. All eyes are on one guy, Sanju Samson. He's making his debut for Chennai. And who's he playing against? His old team, the Rajasthan Royals, the team he used to captain. I mean, you couldn't write it better. But that fairy tale moment? Yeah, it turned into a nightmare real fast. He barely had time to get comfortable. Nandre Berger comes in, bowls a beauty, and boom, Samson's gone for just 6 runs. And that dismissal, it was about more than just the runs. It broke an incredible personal record. For 6 seasons in a row, Samson had kicked things off with a 50 or more. Well, that streak was officially over. Samson's wicket was pretty much the first domino to fall. After that, they just kept tumbling. The captain, Ruturaj Gaikwad, goes down, and just like that, you look up at the scoreboard, and it is an absolute disaster. 19 for 3. 19. And it did not stop there. The crisis just got deeper and deeper. Pretty soon, it was 57 for the loss of 6 wickets. And to make things even more dramatic, guess who's doing the damage? A former CSK hero, Ravindra Jadeja, bowling for Rajasthan. He comes in and snags 2 wickets in 1 over against his old team. Ouch. In this next moment, it just says everything about the intensity of this match. Jadeja gets his old teammate Shivam Dubey out, and he gives him this huge, fiery send-off, a massive roar. It just showed you, right then and there, how much this meant, even on day 1 of the season. So just take a look at this scorecard. Let these numbers sink in for a second. We're talking about 6 of their best batters, and not a single one of them even made it to 20. This right here is what a batting collapse looks like. Just total demolition by the Rajasthan bowlers. But just when you think CSK is about to face complete and utter humiliation, the story takes a turn. Right in the middle of all this wreckage, one guy decides to stand up and say, "Not today." And he didn't just fight back. He made history. And that man was the English all-arounder Jamie Overton. I mean, think about the situation he walked into. His team is completely reeling at 57 for 6. His job is basically impossible. Just somehow give your bowlers a target. Anything at all to defend. And boy, did he deliver. He didn't just get a few runs. He actually broke a record. His 43 became the highest score ever by a CSK batter coming in at number 8 or lower. And the best part? The irony? Look who he beat for that record. None other than MS Dhoni, the very guy they were missing. Talk about stepping up under pressure. So thanks to Overton's heroics, CSK scraped their way to 127. They avoided total embarrassment. It was a gutsy effort, for sure. But was it going to be enough? Well, the answer to that question came really, really fast. And it had a name. The Teenage Tornado. Okay, so we're shifting gears completely now. We're moving from a story of survival to a story of pure destruction. And the story of Rajasthan's chase, it's all about one kid, the 15-year-old opener, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. And this whole thing could have gone so differently. The very first ball he faces, Suryavanshi skies one. It's a chance. And it's dropped. A dropped catch. One of those tiny moments that ends up changing everything. And he made them pay. Oh, did he make them pay. You give a guy like this a second chance, and he will make you regret it. The payback was instant, and it was brutal. So he gets dropped on ball number 1. What does he do on ball number 2? Smashes it for a 6. Of course he does. And from that point on, he just went nuclear, blasting his way to a 50 in only 15 balls. 15. He ended up with an unbelievable 52 runs, an innings that just completely blew this chase apart. And get this, he got those 52 runs in just 17 balls. 17. That's a strike rate of over 300. To put that in perspective, he was basically scoring 3 runs every single time he faced a ball. Just insane hitting from a 15-year-old. It was the definition of a blitz. A lightning-fast attack that just laughed at that target of 128. What could have been a nervy chase, Suryavanshi turned it into a walk in the park all by himself. Yeah, after that, the match was basically over. It was just a matter of time. All Rajasthan had to do was cruise home to a massive opening day win. And the final scores really tell you everything you need to know. CSK, all out for 127. Rajasthan, they get 128 for only 2 wickets down. And they did it in just 12.1 overs. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A thumping, dominant victory to start their season. So it leaves us with a huge question, doesn't it? Is this the start of something special for this young Rajasthan team? Or is this a massive red flag for CSK? A warning sign that the dynasty might be in trouble without its iconic leader at the helm? I guess we'll have to watch the rest of the season to find out.